Lily, an outstanding comeback this afternoon, but unfortunately just not quite enough. A 28-27 defeat to Nottingham. Give us your reaction to that.
Yeah, it was a tough game today. We obviously been here before, and same with Joe and stuff. We know this is a tough side to come and beat, especially at home. The first 20 minutes we were very slow at the blocks, unfortunately.
That's good.
And to give them a 22-point lead to start with, it's unforgivable on our part, and we have to make sure we rectify that next week. But again, all credit to them. They came out, they played very well, they played the attacking style of rugby that they've come to know this year, and they've shown exactly why they're challenging the top half of the table. But yeah, I think obviously to show the grit and the determination to come back, and obviously to lead, 27, 25 with 5 minutes to go, shows a great credit to us and where we are at. But unfortunately, just discipline today was our big downfall.
Let's look back at the match. It doesn't take a genius to work out that we just weren't quite at the pace in the first 20 minutes, and that's ultimately what cost us the match. Any particular reason, do you think, for that?
No, I don't think there is. I think mentally we didn't win our collisions. We didn't both attack and defence. But again, that's something mentally we have to do ourselves. That's not on any one person on their own. It's not on the coaches. It's not on the team. It's on each individual just to make sure we're performing week in, week out. And unfortunately, we weren't there today. But the good thing is we played Sunday today and we've got a short turnaround, so we get to rectify very quickly.
On the flip side, looking back at that game, the last 20 minutes of the first half, we were absolutely outstanding. One of the best away performances of the season, and showed the quality we have in the group.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think that's the thing we've got to realise is there's massive quality in this group, and there's people competing for positions week in, week out. We've obviously seen that the team does change quite frequently, and boys come in and perform. So I think we have to take a long hard look at ourselves over the next 2 days and come back on Tuesday refreshed and knowing exactly what we need to do for Doncaster, which is going to be a big challenge for us.
Some great game control as well. Obviously we did get the try bonus point. You yourself went over for 3 from the rolling mauls. We just seemed to control that area and dominate quite well.
Yeah, we did. Obviously set piece is something we take a lot of pride in. Yeah. I don't think we were particularly pleased of how our scrum went against Leeds. And obviously I don't think we drive particularly much against Leeds, but we showed today our pack is there or thereabouts. But unfortunately I only got 2. Joe Monroe was the other one. But yeah, like I said, just the determination both forwards and backs this year has been tremendous, and we just have to make sure that we bounce back from this loss with the right mentality next week and come back out and see where we're at.
It sounds a stupid thing to say, but could you almost argue that half-time came at the wrong time for us? We were flying in those last 10 minutes, weren't we?
Oh yeah, for sure, but unfortunately that's sport.
Yeah.
Timing's everything. Unfortunately, the timing of the first 20 minutes for us was poor, and then we started clicking after that. So yeah, like I said, there's a lot to rectify for us, which is nice. But at the same time, it's a disappointing loss. But again, all credit to Nottingham. They came out here and played fantastic.
Yep. Obviously, we edged in front with a couple of minutes to go, but just a penalty, unfortunately, from them right at the end. A bitter pill to swallow.
Yeah, it is. We talk about discipline constantly, and we feel last week against Leeds, Yorkshire, we gave a lot of penalties away. And again, same as our downfall again today, we gave another good block of penalties away, which we personally have to take a lot of pride in. And yeah, again, that's on each individual player. Just do not make those mistakes. There's nothing you can coach into that. So obviously the stats and stuff will come out and we can see exactly where we give penalties away. But again, it's inexcusable on our part.
And obviously now a short turnaround, Donny at home next Saturday at Vallis Way. We'll have to respond quickly, and that'll be a tough test, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. They're obviously a big side, big pack, and again there are. Again, since they've come up from the national ones and stuff like that, they've been a great side and competed at the top 4, top 5 positions since then. And again, they're looking to do the same again this year. So it's up to us to obviously sort out our game plan and stuff. But I think for us, our big ones are discipline, and the big ones just making sure we win the collision battle next week.
In terms of for the season, do you think this is the challenge? We look fantastic at home, almost unstoppable at home, but when you come to places like this, you've just got to really get up for it, and I guess that's the challenge moving forward, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But again, teams like Nottingham, but again, they're a very good side. But on the same part, we're obviously sitting second in the table at the minute, which means every team's going to be gunning for us. We've made a remarkable step since last year as well, even though we finished, was it 3rd or 4th? But again, we have to keep making these leaps forwards as a team, and we have to understand where we went wrong today and obviously how we correct that as well. So it'll be an exciting week this week, and hopefully we can rectify it on Saturday.
Unlucky today.
Thank you.
Awarded a very narrow defeat at Nottingham, a last minute penalty winning it for them. Give us your assessment of that this afternoon.
You can't give a good team like Nottingham 22 points in the first 20 minutes. I thought we came back incredibly well. I think the next 60 minutes we won the game 27-6. They're a good side. I thought they stopped a lot of our attacks. We just didn't do what we said we were going to do in the week if they defended as they did.
Obviously, it doesn't take a genius to work out it was the first 20 minutes that cost us. Any particular reason why, do you think?
No, I think the players will have to answer that themselves.
Yeah.
Warm-up was good. They prepared well in the week. Just, as I say, it's something we've spoken about as a team. Just the mentality when you go away from home, teams will see us as a bit of a cup final sometimes, and we need to be able to respond to that.
Equally, the following 20 minutes were absolutely fantastic. 3 tries right before the break. I know it sounds a bit silly, but arguably half-time just came at the wrong time for us, and we could have liked to keep going if we could have done.
Yes and no. I thought we'd fought our way really well back into the game. There's time to regroup and get ready for the second half. But again, we just blew a couple of little opportunities, and as I say, silly penalties just gave them option. I thought Tiff Eden slotted everything that came his way, and he controlled the game well in large parts for Nottingham.
The maul was outstanding today as well. I think 3 tries came from that, a real weapon for us.
Yeah, it's sometimes a misconception that we're just a team that likes to chuck the ball wide. We do a lot of work on the work in the tight, and I thought today was a good example of that, where the guys got it wrong a little bit in the first 20. We were trying to play too wide, but we changed our game, and as I say, once they started going through the middle of the breakdown and our work in the tight around the maul area became a real weapon.
Rory Clegg came on at half-time, added some real tempo. You must have been pleased with how he went. Yeah,
it's nice to get Rory back. We've got a few boys back in the next couple of weeks, which makes a nice difference. It just adds some competition. Too many of our boys didn't perform as they can do today, and they know there's lots of people. I'm sure there's the rest of our squad who are waiting at home and will be knocking on my door in the week.
Obviously, for basically an hour of that match, we played very well, but I guess the overriding feeling is just frustration that those first 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think if I'm honest, if you'd offered me 2 points after the first 20 minutes and we were 22-0 down, I'd have bitten your hand off. But when you go in front with 6 minutes to go, I'll take you to London Irish last year, Bristol earlier this year, and today when we've gone ahead, again, we haven't been able to convert, and that's where we're still on this learning pattern of we'll keep trying to get better, and as a team we need to learn out how to close these games out.
Would it be a bit harsh to say we were possibly a little bit guilty of panicking at the end when we went in front and then obviously conceded a penalty straight away to give them back the lead?
I don't think it was panicking. To be fair, the boys set up exactly how we'd worked on. The kick was a good kick. Just obviously Seb's gone there to contest and at the last minute tried to pull out, but you know the laws these days. The ref got it spot on, and I thought he had a really good game as a referee. I don't think it was panicking. I just think, as I say, there's small margins in these games. Yeah. And as I say, for us, Bristol away, London Irish at home last year, Nottingham away today, these are games that we need to work out how to convert.
Now the challenge for us, of course, we welcome Doncaster next weekend. That'll be a tough test, no doubt.
Again, it's again another well-coached team. They play good rugby, they do their homework in the week. We know they're going to come down and look to take our scalp. We need to respond. It's a short turnaround. We haven't got a huge amount of training in the week, but it's important that we bounce back, especially at home, and put in a good performance.
And just finally, you mentioned it in the huddle. Obviously, we've been very, very good at home. Is the challenge coming to places like this and putting the same kind of style of play that we have done at home as well?
Yeah, people sometimes talk, I don't know whether it's the pitch, that we can play a certain style of rugby at home. I'm not sure that's the issue. I sometimes think it's just a little bit about getting on a bus, getting ready to go to work effectively, and turning up with the right attitude. And I'm not saying we didn't do that today. We certainly didn't underestimate Nottingham. We knew how hard the test was, but for the first 20 minutes, for whatever reason, we won at the races, and it's something we need to look long and hard at.
Unlucky today.
Thank you.